Okay, so today is Wednesday, March the 17th, 2021. Um, so general updates. For the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to get a job. So first off, I got an interview. I signed up for a hiring event for Home Depot, and it went well. Um, I, you know, I signed up, got the interview. I was hella nervous, hella anxious. It's my first interview in a long time, so I got in, and yeah, first interview went well. The guy forwarded me to to guy forwarded me to candidacy. Forwarded my candidacy to the one of the managers there. He so the interview was like I'd say a couple days later. It was at 9 a.m. So I woke up early, got prepared for the interview, and talked to a guy, assistant store manager. He seemed kind of, at first the interview went kind of technical problems because I couldn't hear him, and I was a little nervous about that, a little upset because I thought I had set everything up. Um, so yeah, like I okay, so I go sign up. I go get the job. Not get the job. Sorry, I wish. Fuck. Um, I'm trying my hardest not to like look visibly upset. I just want to lay down the facts. Facts is, so the interview was around almost like 6 days ago, 5 days ago. I don't know how well it went. I talked about the interview. I started a little. I started a little bit here and there, and I don't know. I don't know how I did, honestly. Part of me says I did okay, better than what most people, like a lot better than the part of me wants to say like it was average, and then there's the other self critic part of me that says, wow, you did a really shit job. You could have been way more confident. You could have been more enthusiastic. You could have been more positive. You could have sounded less robotic. Like, I'd come up with all these ways. So okay, truth is I don't know how I did. So there's that. And after the interview, he said, "Okay, there's a we're interviewing other candidates today, and they'll call other people. They'll call other um they'll call other candidates and see how well everyone does. Well, no, I mean they'll interview and then they'll call back. They'll call the candidates back in a week or two. So it's almost coming up to that week mark, and I haven't got a call yet. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little upset by it. I'm a little upset by it. Um, I'm a little disappointed because I think in my mind I was already had expectations of working at Home Depot. Oh, sorry, I was the job was for Home Depot. Uh, I had already set expectations, and I had already spent so much anxiousness, thoughts, and experienced a significant amount of anxiety before the interviews, and not getting the job sucks. Or I don't know. It's possible that they still haven't called back yet. It's possible, but a part of me is always telling me, "Hey, they the reason why they haven't called you back yet is because they just don't want you." It's possible, right? And that sucks. Like telling myself that sucks because it is a possibility that that's what happened. Another possibility is that, hey, I did everything I could. I did the interview. I um whether I get the job or not, like a big amount of that is actually not under my control. you know, because someone else is making the decision. You know, I don't actually, as much as I want to think the interview process and my availability, my the way I smile, the way I talk to the hiring manager or whatever the recruiter, as much as I want to say, as much as I want to think that that influences a lot, it might just be that the recruiters are looking for someone else or looking for a specific type of person, and like it's, you know, it's like I'm getting. I realize these past couple days I've been applying, and I've only gotten that one interview, and it was because of a hiring event. And you know what? I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of proud of myself that I got myself to the second interview, but it also didn't take too much work. Now, part of the reason why I want to talk about this is because the past couple days, the past week, I've been really disappointed in myself, and I've been really having like these toxic thinking, thinking that I'm like worthless, lazy, and overall that I'm like I have this like talk I have these toxic thoughts saying that I'll never be useful. I'll never um prove independence. I'll never prove the ability to work and work for my money about, and my friends are always gonna have jobs and I'm not, and like, you know, others around me are always gonna be working and I'm gonna be the guy spending hours inside just like watching videos, playing games, and it's like, you know, I I just don't wanna I just wanna seem I think part of it is part of the reason why I'm so desperate for a job right now is because I want to prove my independence. I also want to um have some sort of direction in terms of career, and I know like Home Depot is like not exactly a career thing, but you know, having a job or having something to do, having making some sort of money is, you know, good direction to go in, and I just want to go in that direction. I want to be able to prove that to my parents. I want to be able to prove that to my friends, and I don't know, like, am I doing it for others? I think a little bit, but I also want to do it for myself. I also want like prove to myself that I can do things and that I can, you know, be self sufficient and some of these things, and it's annoying. And I know I shouldn't be putting all my self worth and all my whatever, um, all my feelings of I shouldn't be putting my self worth or gauging my self worth based on um I shouldn't be basing it off. I shouldn't be basing my self worth based off on whether I get a job or not, which is a, you know, I think all I can expect myself to do is apply, um you know, clean up my resume a little bit, um do the interviews as best as I can, and from there on I actually have no control whether I get hired or not. So I should continue to remind myself that, even though some, like, I know sometimes I'm just gonna feel like an idiot, or I'm just gonna feel like um I'm useless in some sort of way, because I don't know. uh, Another reason why I feel so disappointed is because it's like I haven't been, there were opportunities where I could have got the job. Like, I remember Shoppers. I wanted to get a job there, but in the middle and during that interview, I realized I had a full time school, um, full time school program. I um I was doing streaming. I remember I was trying to pursue streaming, which did end up well. And you know what? Like, thinking about it, I'm kind of glad I went through the streaming route. I do have slight regrets because I feel like by now I would have at least references. I would have at least had more experience other than a placement, a co-op placement, and then just a temporary job. Like, I would have more experience and more things to put on the resume. around me with way more experience, right? Um, so yeah, like how do I don't know. I don't know how to break that barrier. And I feel like, you know, I just I really don't know. And I'm quite annoyed at myself. I should get a haircut, man. I look stupid as hell. But yeah, no, I feel so like it's so hard to get a job, man. Especially in this age, especially in COVID. Like, not even factories seem to want me. Like, what I failed to realize, I think, is that I myself am as a person, I'm not getting rejected. You know, my collection of experiences and my resume is getting rejected. Sure, like yeah, me being in the interview, sure, then I can say I'm getting rejected there. But I think I have to remind myself that it's not personal. If I was a hiring manager, I of course I'd choose someone with more experience, and of course I'd choose someone that looks more mature and looks, you know, more capable, I guess. And I don't know. I just, I just feel. I know I shouldn't look at things like that because it's, you know, you should. It's not personal. It just sucks. Like it's like one of those things. Like of course I'm allowed to feel this way, but I also know that hey, a lot of people go through this shit. A lot of people can't find jobs, and like especially now, like I think I'm even. I think I should remind myself that it's not even a necessary necessity right now for me to get a job. But I also know that it's something I need to do. I because I don't have anything right now. I don't have a direction. But I guess one thing I shouldn't do is um depend all my happiness and depend all my excitedness into one job or one job interview even, because sometimes it may not work out and I need to be able to keep going and keep applying and keep looking. Like yeah, so um honestly, like it's about to be Thursday tomorrow. It's about to mark a week by tomorrow. And yeah. Um so yeah, what does a man like me do? Well, um well, I don't know. Like what direction should I take it now? Like should I don't know. Obviously, I wouldn't get magically better just by talking about it. Yeah. I think mostly though, I just gotta keep reminding myself, man, do what you can, and the rest, as much as it sucks to say, is not in your control. Like I have to realize what is in my control, and I have to realize what isn't. So yeah, um yeah, a big part is also I don't know where to go in school and education. I don't know the direction there, so just just for now, even for the next couple of months, I just need somewhere to work. I just need work somewhere, man. 'Cause I think over time I've gotten so comfortable having more time. I need something to challenge me. I need something to challenge me, challenge my time management, challenge my energy levels, my energy management, challenge that, all that. I need something like that. And yeah. I also have to realize just because I want it more doesn't mean there's a higher chance that I'll get it. Man, look, is it okay? Look, I'll look into the idea of calling back for Home Depot, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And there's something that Sammy actually said once was about when I was really stressed about it, the interview, and that was, what's the worst that could happen? They don't hire you, and you're just where you were last, like before the interview. It's true. I don't need to depend everything on one interview. I do remember that. And I think what makes me anxious the most is just being useless. I don't want to be useless. So how do I not be useless? Well, I just continue looking for it. I guess continue looking for ways to not be useless, and you know, higher my chances of getting hired, and higher my chances of moving somewhere in life. And if I quit school, I might as well learn. Not education is still important. I still need to educate myself. I still need to go through whatever I need to go through. So yeah, I'll end it there. Um, Jobs are hard, man. Jobs are hard. Career stuff, I think, is one of the biggest sources of anxiety for me right now. I think it's always been, but I need to remind myself that for now, this is life. I'm in a period where I don't have a job, and instead of being anxious about it, I'll do what I can, sure. Yeah, and being anxious about it does sort of put me in a direction in a way. But I also need to remind myself to just enjoy the fact that you don't have a job. Just try to enjoy it. Sure, it sucks, but it also, obviously, there's a balance. I also should feel okay too. I should also, it should also be okay for me to not feel so great. But yeah, be grateful for what I can. I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I know. I know. For now, I think I owe myself some enjoyment, some games with the boys.